Got a slight little bearing issue in my triple clamps. The bearings where the front forks attached to the bike, got a little problem with them. The ground, or the front tire is off the ground, and you can turn the handlebars freely. What happens when you get right, there's a sweet spot, you can see the handlebars kind of right there. It kind of wants to stay. We are going to actually replace the steering bearings. The steering head bearings, the triple tree, the triple clamp bearings. They've got lots of names for them, but we're going to replace ours. This is one of the least looked at maintenance items as far as the bikes. Each manufacturer has its own mileage or timeline where they want you to get in, inspect, and repack the bearings. The problem with it is you have to take the entire front end off to get to the bearings, and that's a tedious job. It can be done. I'm also going to upgrade the bearings. I've got an all balls steering bearing kit. It's in my truck, otherwise I'd show you, but the cool thing about it, it comes with a free sticker. It comes with a couple seals, all the washers, the races. It's the full kit to replace them. If you're going to replace a bearing in the steering, replace them as a set. That is. Welcome to the video. Let's go ahead and make a hole. The first part, you don't need to have the bike lifted at all. I'm actually going to drop mine back down. There's no need for it to be on its stand right now. When it is ready, I'm going to lift it back up just enough to clear the tire and keep it up so I can pull the forks off. Welcome to part 2. I had a problem with my bike. Noticeably came up a little while ago. When I was sitting there with the wheel forward and I would move it over some loose soil or some grass, I found it had a nice little detent in there, nice little stopping point. This will usually occur, and when it does, most of the time it's in the front, when the wheels are facing the front. I'll move slowly there, but it'll catch right there. So we pulled apart the entire front end down to this point. Now I'm going to show you how we're pulling apart the triple clamp to access these two steering bearings. We're going to look at them, see if we can find any damage, and then after that we're going to put it together with a brand new set of bearings, replacing top and bottom, including seals. To loosen this up, you need a spanner wrench. I don't recommend using a hammer and chisel or anything to loosen it up. It's okay, but I still would recommend not. And going back together tight, it's too hard to figure out how much pressure you're putting on this. The torque setting on this one, actually let me correct that. The pressure you want on here, as far as the preload, they want 3.5 foot-pounds. Not 3, not 4. They want 3.5 pounds. What that means is it would take to move this 3.5 pounds of pressure to move it. That's what we're going to adjust to. Side note, I also found when I go down here, I'm feeling more bearing issues. I don't know if you can hear them. That little growling noise. We're going to take a look at those from there. I can turn all the way on the other side because I still have my wiring and stuff here that is nice and secure. Alright, now for the teardown. Right before I started, I grabbed a rag and some brake clean. I wiped off all the dust and debris around here. Even though we're replacing the bearings, we want to try to keep the inside as clean as possible. We don't want dirt and dust to get in there and eventually cause the same problem we're having now. To reiterate, I had a problem with everything where the steering would lock in the front center. Because of the weight that was on it, you hardly felt it, but it was there. Without the weight, it's very noticeable. It's noticeable there, and then I'm also seeing it at the far end there. Those. So this part's going to be easy. With the correct tool, this is my spanner wrench. We're going to loosen this up. I'm going to gently push down. It should come off. If not, I've got a brass hammer, a soft face hammer, preferably a dead blow soft face hammer would also work for this. That's as tight as they are. They don't take much. They are tapered. It's the top seal. Alright, after I got the bearings apart, took a look at the bearings in the races. You can't feel those marks so much, but you can see them. That is the upper race. See it on both sides. This is the lower race. You can see these lines on this side over here mostly. Those definitely are pretty deep. We're going to end up definitely replacing the bearings since I got to pull the races, replace them as a set. But they go just about all the way around. Let's see if we can block the light a little bit. Off in the back, and they're also on the front there. So these are definitely getting replaced. Alright, so this is where we are at the moment. I had to go post some stupid smart-ass stuff on Facebook a few moments ago, but there is no steering left. Handlebar is tied up. And then if you see, I've got the top of the triple clamp, old bearing and old seal. Well, what do we have here? It's got a camera in one hand, my freezer door in the other. Oh look, it's motorcycle parts. I decided since I gotta do some press work tomorrow, I'm freezing everything. The bearings, the races, original stem, mostly so I can get that bearing off because they don't give me a lot of access to it. I usually just do them in the shop. Being that I don't have the shop anymore and I got my basic tools, well, all my tools, figure I'm going to see what freezing does to them. Stay tuned. We shall see if it made it easier or what it did other than give us cold hands.